This is Janet. Thank you so much for coming live session today. I have an interesting background. I hope you like it. I'm bored with the same background every day, so I thought I can mix it up for you people to enjoy. But that's besides the point. Today, as you can see, the title is very simple. Visiting visa, tourist visa, business visa. Some of you will say, but all these things are online. What's the big deal? No. By the way, I believe in shortcuts. Even when I'm about to do the exam, don't give me a full textbook. You'd rather give me a review book. That will help me pass the exam quick. Tell me the questions that are coming. I will revise quick and show up in the exam. Same thing with this video. You'll be surprised so many people that feel encouraged after hearing this information, making it so simple for them, breaking down, encouraging them, knowing that other people have been there. This is what I do and people like it. If they didn't like it, they'll probably not follow me, okay? So thank you so much for coming, Simon, okay? Who else? Simon says this has my background. Thank you so much. So quickly, I know most people will not be watching now, okay, from Bahrain. And in fact, the reason why I came here today, I just watched a video by the embassy officials in Doha. Okay, so the information I'll be giving you today came from the horse's mouth. I watched the Facebook Live and I come and present to my people. Some of the information will come from my research and me doing all these things and what I've gone through. But some of the things I will tell you today, I had them directly from the embassy officials. So you're in good hands today. Okay, Ezzy, thank you. Hillary, okay, you sent me an email, I didn't reply. Okay, we'll get to that, okay? So let's work out the basics. And there are things you should not do. Let's agree on this. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my followers. She told me, Janet, she called me. She said, Janet, you know, when I first went to the embassy, I was panicking. They denied me the second time I went. But after watching your videos, I think now I get the point. I think there is a place I went wrong. But she told me one of the things that happened to her. So this is what I'm sharing with you. That's why I do this page. Okay? Don't listen to rumors. Okay? Christopher from Canada, thank you for coming. Who is that? Sally, thank you so much for coming. You saw me live today. So don't listen to rumors, okay? Someone told her, don't go saying you have relatives in America. And then, if you tell them, they'll probably not give you a visa. You see, my people, don't listen to rumors, okay? Go find credible information. Go read on their embassy website, whichever country you are, okay? Go to uscis.gov. These friends of yours, the rumors they tell you might not be helpful. In fact, they are not. Okay? So can you imagine if you misrepresent the facts? That goes down the road. I can tell you from personal experience, I was the first one in my family to come to the United States. But the information I gave was consistent. When they asked me, do you have brothers and sisters? Yes. What are their names? I put down. What are their date of birth? Same. We have the same last name. There is no confusion. What's the name of your mom? I tell them. Where's your mom? She's in Kenya. Where's your dad? He's in Kenya. So when your next brother comes, they enjoy. There's no confusion. Okay? So they can see from the records you are a very credible family. Okay? So years down the road, okay, I can't say my sister has been denied before, my brother has been denied, but eventually they came. Okay, there are other reasons why they were denied, but fraud, misrepresentation has never come up. When they ask them, do you have a sister in the United States? Yes, I have Janet in the United States. So some of you listen to rumors. Let me tell you one secret with this country. The more honest you are, the better. Okay, and I've had followers coming to me and saying, Janet, sometimes you have to lie these things. What kind of lie? Like you can lie about a boyfriend, like who cares? You can have a boyfriend this week, next week you don't have a boyfriend. Okay? That can always change. But you can never change the fact that your mother is in America. If it's your mother who birthed you, they ask you where she is and you misrepresent, how will you fix that lie in the future? If they ask you about your children and you misrepresent, how do you fix that in the future? Okay, there are some people who have gone with letters from the job and they don't work there anymore. Okay, so some of those you can get away with, but children, family members, your dad, your mom, your brothers and sisters, you can never get out of that mess. It's very hard. Okay, so in this case, if you are going back and you've lied before, okay, so I don't know, maybe you'll stick with that lie, but eventually if you come here and they find out, okay, that means you lied to the government, it becomes so complicated. Okay, But we never give up. You try. I don't know how you will do if you're one of those people listening to me and this has happened to you and you never know why you go to the embassy 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, they never give you. They saw something. Maybe you lied the first time, okay? So anyway, having said that, for us on this page, we are going to know what is important information. A boyfriend might not be important. A girlfriend might not be important, okay? If they're in America, if you have friends, say yes or no. But those don't count. Do you understand the difference? But children, mothers, fathers, those ones count. Because in the end, when you'll be asking for more benefits, these people will come in handy. Let's say you come here, you become a citizen. You want to bring your mom, and you say you don't have a mom. Or your mom is not in America. Or your mom is in America. You confuse. Now you want to file for your dad, you can't. Now you want to file for your brothers and sisters. You say, I don't have them. Oh, they're in Kenya, and they are in America. Now, it's a problem. And these days, they use fingerprints. And they've been keeping computer records since, I don't know, these people maybe the 80s or 90s. So you cannot go around it. Now for us on this page, that's why I say, never say all these things are on the internet. No, this forum is here to make our work easy, to break it down, so that tomorrow, next month, some people listen to my video, in 4 weeks they'll be in America. Believe you me, I've seen everything. I've seen everything on this page. So what are these basics? We are not going to misrepresent information if we can, okay? White lies, I don't know, but those that are family, you cannot run away from that. The basics, you go on your internet, okay? You go to the embassy, of course. You go to the DS-160. And in fact, from that video I watched, this lady said, some people come, they show up, and then the DS-160 said unemployed. And then when you reach at the window, they ask you, where do you work? You say at the bank. They're like, oh my, why couldn't she just say she works at the bank? So now these things you understand. And they know, by the way, in that moment you can explain and get away with. Okay? But please, 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 when they say DS-60 has to be complete, and in fact she said some people are not good with computers. It's allowed. You can find an agent. Someone can apply for you, but you are responsible of every information that goes on that form. So if someone else is filling it for you, make sure you know the accuracy. Make sure they get your names right, your date of birth right, your parents, your brothers and sisters correct, okay? And in fact, before I forget, this weekend, I'll talk about the DS-160. We are going to fill the DS-160 as a group. How about that? I know some of my followers have been telling me, Janet, we need to know about this DS-160. Janet, can I know what is on the DS-160 before I show up? Janet will come with a sample of a DS-160. We are going to fill it together on this forum from beginning to end. Are we on the same page? Now, you've gone on the website. You filled the DS-160 completely, accurately, truthfully, okay? You go, you pay the fees they've told you, application fees, because these people don't do this job for free. They have to pay electricity, they have to pay the consular officers, they have to maintain the grounds, okay? So it's non-refundable, you have to know that. Once you pay that, you book an appointment. Book early, okay? Don't start rushing the last minute, okay? If you have a function coming up 5 months from now, in fact, the officer I was listening to today, she said their busy months are usually during the holidays and the summer. Me, I didn't know that. So she said during summertime, in America, summertime means starting from end of May, June, July, and August. Those are very, very busy months. So now I know, okay? You want to apply at least, she said, 3 months in advance. So, if you are listening to me, okay, and you want to come here 3-4 months from now, you have up to 3 months, apply early, it's okay. You can go apply and sit on your visa, that's fine, okay? Once you apply for the appointment, let's say you have an emergency, she said, you can still go ahead, okay, apply, and then go ahead and request an emergency letter and say, you know what, it's a medical emergency, it's something business emergency, I have to go quickly. But you have to do the basics just like everyone else first, okay? Now having filled that, okay, you have your DS-160, you've paid your fees, okay, of course, you always want to prepare. You have your passport size photographs, you have your bank statements, everything, okay? Passport, she said, this is a very good question someone asked. What if my visa is longer than the passport? Let's say they give you a visa that is worth 3 years. and the passport expires in 1 year, in that case, she said, you carry 2 passports. Don't worry, you just carry 2 passports everywhere you go. But if you don't feel like carrying 2 passports and you go back to the embassy, they destroy or cancel the old one and give you a new one in the new passport. See, these simple things I've been getting for many, many months, people asking, and I didn't know the answers. Now I have the answers. Slowly, believe you me, I've been doing this for many years, so I've gathered this information one by one. Even me, I get smarter and smarter every time. So if your passport is about to expire and you have a visa, don't worry. You'll carry your new passport and the old passport. But she said, if you get the new passport, make sure it's exactly the same as the old passport. Not the number, but your names. So the names have to be the same. The date of birth has to be the same. Where you are born has to be the same. You know, all those basics have to be the same. But in case you got married or for some reason your family changed the names, you are welcome to go back to the embassy, show those documents, marriage certificates, or things that have made you change the names, court orders, wherever. Show them, and then now they will destroy the old visa and give you with this one that has new names. You cannot travel with the 2 passports that have different information. That will not happen. But if you maintain everything the same, just travel with the old passport that has a visa plus the new passport that doesn't have a visa, it is allowed. Okay? This is good information. I was learning a lot when I was listening to this lady. On the day of the interview, she said, and this one we've talked about it so many times about documents. What will they ask? I was surprised. She said, oh, well, people bring invitation letters. She said, we don't even ask. We are so busy, we might not even ask for an invitation letter. So some of you can just show up at the embassy with your application DS-160. You probably don't even have an invitation and you come. Don't risk. Don't risk. But I'm just saying that is how important the DS-160 is. You want to represent yourself, pay the fees, book the appointment, and show up. Okay? But they said every person is different. For example, if you are going there saying someone else will support you, in that case, they might want to see the bank statement or a letter from that person saying they will support you. The next person, maybe they are self-funding themselves and they can see from other documents, there's no need to even ask for that bank statement. So they said every case is different. Every case is different, okay? Thank you so much for coming, all right? I hope I don't keep you here for so long. Okay, now someone asks, what are some of these things that make you deny people a visa? Okay, they asked that lady, I was there, I was like, ooh, that's a good question. I need to know why they deny visas. She went back to the same information Janet has been telling you. She said the law is very strict in the United States. Okay, they are told to assume that your goal is to immigrate permanently. And the burden of proof is upon you, it's upon the applicant to show, to demonstrate, to show compelling ties that they have the willingness to come and go back voluntarily. And that's all they are looking for. So they ask, how do you show that? That lady said, we look at your family ties, we look at community, we look at your job, we look at your salary, we look at you who have been traveling to other countries, we look at the total picture. And she said, we've been doing this for many years and we share all this information in the embassy. So all of us are very just and fair to every applicant. We don't want to be fair to others and not to others. Okay? So guys, when you go there, relax. Okay, this is how they behave here. How are you? So it's customer service. As much as you're panicking, they want to give you good customer service. So go with that mindset. Even you go there with the mindset of, I'm going to greet them. Okay, so who is that? Let me see. Ismail. Who is that? Mary. Okay, who else? 74 people are watching. Okay. All right, so I told you invitation letters are not a must. Okay. So, my people, don't forget the DS-160. Don't forget to pay. Have your appointment ready. Passport size photographs, your valid passport, the rest of the documents like bank statements, title deeds, and every supporting document you want to carry, but they might not ask. Now, people ask, how long will this visa take before I get it? She said most of the time it's just 2 days, okay? Once we give you good news that you've been approved, maybe in 2 days you'll get an email saying that, you know, your passport is ready for you to pick up. So she said about 2 days. So unless you're in an emergency, usually it takes just a short time for you to get it, okay? So that is not to worry. Vivian is watching. Hi, Janet, I'm tuned in. Thanks for the great information work. Very informative. Thank you. I'm telling you, this visiting visa today, someone was thinking, now, by the way, the name of the visa is B1, B2. I've learned not to take anything for granted. For me, I'm a review book. I'm that person who believes in review books. When time for exam comes, don't give me textbooks to read 10 of them. I'd rather pay someone who will give me a review books, Review book, give me the facts, 1, 2, 3, pum, pum, pum. Revision questions, 1, 2, 3, simplify. And that person has been there before, they are telling you they've done the exam before, it's much easier. But don't listen to rumors. Don't listen to your friends, don't say this. Some of you call some of us in America, Janet, can I lie on this? Don't lie. Don't lie, because you're lying to the government. As I said, you can lie about boyfriends, who cares? You can lie about girlfriends, who cares? That can change from today. Some of you have a boyfriend today or girlfriend today, tomorrow you don't have. That can change. That is understandable, okay? And by the way, they explained, some of you, especially the Middle East, Doha and all that, this was a person I was listening from, she was in Doha, okay? So one person, they asked her, so can we apply this visa if we are not in our country? Good question. My followers, you know, you've been asking me that. I heard them ask that. I was like, yes. Okay. She said, you are welcome to apply in any consular office wherever you are around the world. Did you hear me? I've always told you immigration is federal. Okay. It's American. It doesn't go up by state. So they treat the whole world the same. Okay. Now, she said you can apply in any American embassy. Okay, let's say you are from Uganda, you're from Kenya, you're in Doha, you can go there and apply. But she said, remember, it will be very hard for you to get that visa, because it's very hard for them to establish family ties when you are outside your own country. When you are outside a country that you do not reside. Do you understand? Maybe if you've resided in Doha for 3 years, maybe that is your residence. Me, I don't know. It depends what you put in the DS-160 and their job and their salary, okay? So keep in mind, these are some of the things she said. Some of you have been asking me, Janet, I'm in this country. Can Yes, you can. According to her, she said it can be very hard for you to prove ties, okay? You can go ahead. There is no problem. The law allows them to take your application, but they will have a very difficult time to prove that you will go back home, because that is not your home country. It's very hard for them, because these people, after some time, they understand, okay? If they're in Nigeria, they kind of understand the Nigerian culture. If they're in Doha, they go and understand the culture. If they're in Kenya, they understand the culture, okay? So when you're just coming from nowhere, okay, so they are dealing with this culture in the Middle East, or the culture in Philippines, and you're showing up from Kenya, it's very hard for them to start putting these things 1 + 1 together, okay? All right, okay. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Susan is saying very true. Thank you so much for coming, okay? That happened to me and my husband. I wonder what happened to you, Susan, but thank you so much for sharing, okay? So these were the basics of a B1, B2 visa, tourist, visiting, and business. That is the visa people apply. Another common question people ask me about this, Janet, how long will I stay when I come to America on this visa? And I tell them the port of entry will decide how long you will stay in the United States, okay? They will stamp. Let's say they give you a 5-year. Actually, 5 years is very common these days. When you reach the officer at the port of entry, he might say, oh, where are you going? I'm going for a wedding, blah, blah. They stamp 6 months, so you have 6 months in the United States. They stamp 1 year, so you have 1 year in the United States, okay? So that's how long. That means you can go, come back, go, come back. Within 5 years, you're still valid, okay? Now, I don't know. My brother came, I don't know. Maybe they liked him, they forgot or whatever, I don't know. We tried to look for that, but he went back after a week anyway. But usually the port of entry, the officer will stamp it, okay? And then some of you are like, Janet, so what happens? Do I have to come back after 6 months? Yes, otherwise you'll be here illegally, okay? But you can always file for an extension. Again, that is common. That's why you watch Janet Rangi, okay? That's why you watch Janet Rangi. This is not common information. Most of this information you'll find in lawyers' offices, and you'll have to pay $5,000. And the lawyer cannot come and say what I know. They can be held accountable because they are professionals. There are things I cannot come here and talk about in medicine because I know better not to talk about them. Me, I'm a blogger. I can go and do research and come and yap. Okay? A lawyer will not probably have the freedom to talk the way I am because he knows better. He cannot come and tell you, oh, when people come here, they apply for asylum. When they come here. So anyway, B visa, when they come here, 6 months, you can always file for an extension. Public information, uscis.gov. Janet is not bringing up any issues. Janet is not encouraging anyone to do anything. This is public information that I want my people to know about. I always say if the whole world knows, we are going to know. USCIS, you go and post in the query, you know, the search button, you say, visiting visa, how to extend. Are you listening to me? You go to uscis.gov, you go to the search button. Me, I love that search button. I just type in how to extend a visiting visa. Voila. Information. Now, don't wait until you have 1 week and then now you start extending. Okay? They can allow you, they can refuse you to extend. Okay? The second one, okay? Some people choose to go to school. You go to the uscis.gov search button, you go in there, how to change my B visa to student visa. Voila, information. They will tell you what kind of schools, the process of doing it, so you can go back home, get a student visa, or you can change it here in the United States. You know, some of my followers have actually changed it. They might give you, they might deny you, but that happens. Okay? If you fear persecution, you are from that country where you feel hurt, you are scared to go back, okay? This gives you an opportunity to say, you know what, I'm here now. I can't go back because of political unrest. I can't go back because of some of the practices that are dangerous to my life. That is the law again, okay? You can request asylum, okay? So, uscis.gov, public information. Again, if the world knows, Janet is only here to present what is public. That is how people use their B visas, but that is exactly why the law tells them your intention is to come permanently. So it's up to you to show that you have the intention of coming and going back home. Do some people come here and find love and get married to the United States citizens? Yes. Again, Janet is not saying anything out of the blues. This has been there since time immemorial, okay? Do people come here and find jobs under the table? Yes, I don't know anyone, okay? That is illegal. If you're found working on B visas, that is illegal. You cannot get a social security number. You cannot get a driver's license. Well, some people fix me and say some states they will give you a driver's license, but basically you cannot work. You're supposed to come here, visit, go graduation, go to Disney, go to Niagara Falls, travel around, okay, as a tourist, leave your money here, bring businesses up. That is, you go for business conferences, okay, you go for weddings, maybe you've come for medical. For people who come for medical, by the way, for those who come for medical, you have to have a letter from your treating physician back home saying that the condition you have or your family member has, okay, they cannot treat it there, so they are seeking specialty care in the United States, and you need to find the letter from the hospital here in the United States saying you're welcome, and they show how you're going to pay. Those two, most of the time, those are some of the documents they will have to confirm, okay? The others, they might not even want to know. Are you understanding, my friends? Okay. How much will it cost for a visit visa? That's a good question. Is it $160, guys? Help me for those who've applied. I think it's about $160 if I'm not wrong. That's a good question. I will check. Coming up this weekend, as I've said, we are going on this forum. We are going to fill the DS-160. Because most of you say, Janet, how do we do? We're going to do it, okay? Thank you so much, my friends, for coming. I hope you learned something. As always, I like to leave you better than I found you. I hope you always learn. I don't come up with these topics. They come from my followers, okay? Thank you for following always. Thank you for following me on Facebook. On where do you call YouTube is Janet Rangi. On this face it's Janet Rangi, okay? I'm starting to post pictures on Instagram. I see some of you are. Okay, Toto says it's 16,800. That was close enough, okay? Thank you, Janet. Someone says, Junior is saying that, okay? Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. That is how we push you over the edge. That is how we'll make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall. You never give up, my friend. By the way, this is so true. When I say you stand, you fall, when they will deny you that visa, that is when you will know that Janet meant falling. Okay? Before I go, now that I've said falling, okay? If they deny you, and this came from the embassy official herself, okay? Embassy official herself, this is what she said. We do not like, okay? The law tells them you can apply as many times as possible. This is Kenyan money, 16,000. That is Kenyan money. USD is about $160, okay? If they deny you a visa, they prefer that you take your time. And it makes sense, you know? Like you, even if you're working, okay, and the other person you work with, your workmate, does something, and then after a week, someone else turns around and your coworker does something against you. It will look like your coworker is wrong. So you have to remember, these people have a job. They follow the law, okay? So if they deny you this week and then after 1 month you're back again, you are not giving them room. Even if they like you, even if they like your application, you're not giving them room. But if you give them 3 months, 6 months, when you go back, okay, maybe your circumstances have changed, okay? Maybe now you've gotten married, okay? Maybe now you have a job, maybe you have a salary increase, you know, those little things. Now you have a reason why you went back. You say, last time when I was here, I didn't have a job, but now I even have a big job. Or maybe now you've even traveled to other countries, you've gone across the border. There's something different that they can put in your file. That is how America works, my friend. The law is everything. The law is everything. But if you're impatient, you go back after 1 month, they deny you again because they cannot see what is so different. And remember, they type. Some of you used to say, Janet, you don't work at the embassy. Now you're seeing my information is so accurate. When I was listening to that woman, I'm like, ooh, that's what I've always told them. That's what I've always said. This is it. Does research. I do my research. I read. I listen to videos. Some of it, I've been here so long. I understand their culture. I know somehow how they think. Okay, I've been here. I get it. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you in the next video this weekend. We do the DS-160. Share with your friends because this video is not at a very popular time, okay? Because this is information that most people need. Some have never traveled before. They'll be happy to see this. This is a shortcut. So now when you go to the embassy website, it will be very easy because now we've summarized for you. What if you have a business? Is that enough to show coming back? It's never enough. But it's something, okay? She said there is no magic trick. In fact, that lady used the word, there is no magic. There is no magic in this. We cannot know. Every person is individual. I was denied last year, but I'm going back this month for my interview. Good luck. Good luck. You've taken your time, okay? Or is it a must you employed? No, as I said, every person is different. For you, your job may be your strong area. Maybe your salary is so big. For another one, maybe because they've traveled to 3 other countries, they've proved. Some, maybe they came to America or Australia or Canada or South Africa and went back, or China and went back. For another one, maybe because they are married and they have children back home. For some, maybe they just have a strong business. No one can leave such a business and come. So they're looking at you as an individual. For some, by the way, you might be in school. You might be in school and you've invested time. You are a second-year university student. Obviously, you have to go back and finish school. You understand? Some of these rumors, I have a follower that was told, don't tell them that you are going to school because your school is not a university. Only to find out when he went to the embassy, he looked like he's not doing anything. Now, he can't go back and lie that he went to school. So you see, my friends, it's good to be yourself. Say the truth. However small your school is, it shows you're busy. You can't graduate 5 years ago and not do anything just because it's your small school. No, however small the school is, it shows you're active, you're doing something. But if you show up, you graduated 5 years, they tell you, I'm just helping my dad on the farm. It doesn't make sense. How are you going to be a good student? Okay, so you hear don't listen to rumors. Everything is USCIS, the State Department, the website. If you see any rumors and you see an email, Yahoo, that's what another thing she said. If you see emails that have Yahoo, Gmail, that's a lie. Okay, just look for .gov. Most of the American websites will end with gov. State, gov, gov. Okay, that is the only credible information you go to the embassy. Read. They don't hide anything. Relax. Keep it simple, keep it basic, okay? All right, thank you so much for coming. Janet, answer me. I realized DS-160 do not have a portion you can add your children's name and age, even though I'm going alone. I will only answer what they ask, okay? Don't worry if they didn't ask, they didn't ask, okay? We will go through the DS-160. We will go. It depends, because at the top, they might have asked, do you have any children? And you said no. So the form will shut down. It will not ask you information if you don't have children. But in the front, if they ask you, are you married or single? You said married. So, do you have children? Yes. So the form gets longer and longer and longer. Do you understand? So I don't know. Until I have that form, I can't comment on that. But whatever you say, just make sure it's accurate. Okay? Now, when it comes to the job, tell them what you do, and that will cover. We'll cover during the weekend. DS-160, tell your friends, okay? Okay. All right. So true. I've learned a lot and I'm ready again this time. Thank you. Yeah, go relax. Say hi. How is your day? How are you, ma'am? How are you, sir? I hope you're having a good day so far. Yes, thank you. They will do your job. You will present. You will show confidence. Okay, you will not look desperate. Okay, you will just be proud of your country. Okay, you will be proud of your country. They know they love your country. Also, they love their country. So they know that you love your country, but you have business to go to America and come back. Okay, talk of green card lottery this year. Kindly, it's coming. I told you, my friends, to have passports. I told you to have passports. Don't say it's not a must. That's a rumor on YouTube I've been watching. Say, oh, you need a passport. I'll just start looking for a passport, okay? All right. When is the next lottery? October, November, always. October, November, next month, they're always open. October, November, for a full month, it's always open, free of charge. Janet Rangi comes and posts the link here so you don't go on any fake website. You can do it yourself. You can pay an agent. Just make sure and someone does it for you. They're as accurate as possible. Teresa says God will pay you abundantly. Thank you so much for those. God has already blessed me in so many ways, my friends. I never go broke. I always have some money in my pocket, okay? When I'm traveling, I've been given traveling mercies. And I always say, this is why my people tell me, Janet, we pray for you. So blessings come in many ways, okay? I enjoy giving this as much as I can for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. So long as I'm healthy, I enjoy doing this, okay? Must you have a passport to apply? The previous years, you didn't need a passport until you win. But I've heard rumors that you will need this time, which I think they are rumors, okay? All right. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you so much. Let me not go too far. About my people that don't have bundles, they like only 5-minute videos. From today, visiting visa, if you are new on this page, you should be very aware of this. These are the basics. These are the facts, because I've heard from the horse's mouth, okay? I hope you enjoyed my background. See you in the next video, okay? Bye-bye.